Okay. So this time...
How long was I sitting there?
Oh.
Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes?
Continuation.
Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Where's that guy?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
totally
door on
going
his
on.
left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
I saw
well.
that guy.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness.
Okay, it's a little different.
Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
I
left.
refuse. That's the confusing ending. Go away, door. Going over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5
I'm gonna
years
jump
ago.
off this time. I'm gonna
Look,
jump
Stanley,
off.
I think perhaps
down
we've
there.
gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I can't
I'm
die.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Did I...
Stanley
end
decided to
that
go to
branch?
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, I'm gonna go through that red door as opposed to the blue door. See how that works.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Just
knew
gonna
it
admire it.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, go through here.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. Giddy in a way he had never known. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on
I
his left.
refuse the door on the left. Confusing ending.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Okay. Let's jump off
Look,
here.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Coming down.
I realize that investing your
Gonna do
trust
it.
in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Gonna
There's
make
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero
I do.
consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
You were just laughing
I don't
at
know
me
how to
before.
convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to
You're a
show
liar.
you something beautiful.
Okay.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
'Kay,
Give me a
red door.
chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay. Go through the red door this time.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The 2 of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're
There.
doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
What's going on?
We would both be
Square.
so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay. Good.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it
If we
is.
just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Now I got the eye worms. It's very pretty. But I guess I need to progress.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Back to the happy place.
Right. Where were we?
Oh. No. Alright. Back to crummy McCrapaland.
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Do I have to die? Goodbye, cruel world.
No! Oh, thank God. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Ah, yes.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Things going away. Fade to black. Oh. But there's nothing here. It's just lights.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Do I have to kill myself?
No. No, no. What do you do? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Anything, really. You're really not trying to stop me. Tell me another way out?
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
Fine.
Can you do that for me? Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
But if I leave this place, things happen.
No, perhaps not.
Is this the suicide ending?
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Whee! Ow.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Well, open up this door then. Whee! Oh,
Is it over?
I died this time.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Okay, so what
All of his
haven't we done?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I guess let's go straight through from the maintenance room.
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It is a beautiful room.
The
Well
lounge was
constructed, I think.
grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yep.
And so he detoured
Straight
through the
through.
maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Now, is there any choice that I have here?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Oh,
his boss's
downstairs.
office.
To the pits.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
No sense at all.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Indeed,
were they
they
simply
do.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
What is going on?
Now the voice was describing itself, being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Indeed.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
There's got to be another way out.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Come on, right?
How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he said to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Indeed.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Nope, not okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
And I had an aneurysm.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like, and in that moment she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Let's see what other achievements we can get.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So,
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of...
is there... There's keyboard. There's no edit keys. I can duck. Is there a jump button? Does not look like there's a jump button. Console. Strafe. Okay. No jump button. Okay. Back. Zoom again.
his co-workers. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes, I did.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Yes.
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
50.
Perhaps 50
Okay.
clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Click. Not sure if you can hear my mouse.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some
Being valiant.
hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment,
Okay.
a willingness to go all
Right.
the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417, huh? Where's 417? Oh, okay.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Okay. That was right next to 4-3. Okay.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
10 clicks. 415. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now, back to door number 437.
He's got me working. I will get this achievement. 437.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Where's the copy machine? Where's the copy machine? Copy machine. I don't see a copy machine anywhere. It's not fair. I don't see a copy machine. Coffee on the ground. It's over there. Can't get it.
All right, back to room 417.
Okay.
I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh, I'll get this achievement.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great!
yeah.
You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it! Now the
copy
copy
machine?
machine, do that one again!
Oh, he's getting excited about this. Copy machine.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 4... Yes!
Woo!
We did it!
I did it!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing.